Peace to the God family. It's LyfeIsreal. Here with a wise word. I want to talk to y'all about slowing down. And then I ain't really want to rush this video. That's why it's coming out so late. Pardon me. But yeah. You ever find yourself in a loop of life? You know, like you're running into the same problems. You're running into the same situations, the same type of people that you try to get away from. You always find yourself back with that type of person, back with those group of friends. Yeah, just in a constant loop, and you don't know why. Maybe it's time to slow down. Right? To sit with yourself and reflect on your past thoughts, your past actions and reactions, and things that led you to this loop. Not only till you stop and think about, everything. Will you start to gain an understanding for the lessons that life is trying to teach you? Sometimes you have to slow down and think to yourself. Figure out the patterns that you've been making in your life. Cause just saying, I don't want to deal with this type of thing no more. I don't want to deal with these type of people no more. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. That's one thing. But is that thought constantly in your head, in your mind? Are you constantly just making rational decisions without thinking? Moving off the whim or moving with the wind. And it's okay to go with the flow of life. But sometimes we have to create that pace. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could move with the wind, or you could channel the wind yourself and move with that. You create the vibration for yourself. So sometimes it's like we're moving too fast. And life is going to keep hitting you with the same lesson over and over again. Until you, once again, slow down. And realize where you've been going wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like you playing a game that you trying to beat. Trying to beat that last level. But every time you get to that last level, you're doing the same thing and you're moving so fast, you're not even realizing you're doing the same thing over and over again. And you keep losing. You feel me? And it's not until you take a break from the game sit back and be like, you just think to yourself, how can I beat this game? What have I been doing wrong? Where have I been fucking up at? What mistakes have I made? Then you can start taking the proper steps once you know where you're going wrong. A lot of times we don't know where we're going wrong because we're moving too quickly. Just thinking about the outcome. Just thinking about the next situation. Just thinking about not wanting to be in this situation and not thinking about how you got there. Slow down. It's going to be all right. You're going to get out the situation. You're going to, find the people that you want to be around. You're going to find your vibe. You're going to find your tribe. But you got to slow down. Pace yourself. Check your thoughts. I feel where I'm coming from. You see, because we talk about the fast life a lot. Right? Everybody want to live the fast life. Everybody want to live fast. But life is not meant to be lived fast. You're not supposed to just live and die. That's the fast life. Live and die. Life is about experience. And the only way that you can properly experience life is if you take it slow. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the ride. Embrace the journey that you're on. You know what I'm saying? This is not a race. Stop looking at the next person and start thinking that, damn, maybe I'm moving too slow. I need to be where he's at. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I need to be where she's at. Let me do something quick and get something like, slow down. You're gonna find your time. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna find your time to shine. Once you align with yourself. That's why slowing down is important. See, a lot of times we want to move so fast to the top. To that next spot, to the top spot where, that person that you idol is at. Or you look up to, or that you see on social media. And let's just be honest. Like a lot of times we see people see these things on social media, these lifestyles on social media, and we want to live that. And we think about the fastest way to get there. And like I said, your time is going to come. As long as you align with yourself. With your higher self. Right? The art of slowing down. Being patient with yourself. Having grace for yourself. Gratitude for the moments that you experience. Gratitude for where you are now. See? Good things is going to come. The good life is going to come. You don't have to look for the fastest way to get there. The fastest way, it's not always the best way. It rarely ever is. What they say, the faster you get there, the faster you lose it. The faster you fall. The faster you get the money, the faster it's gone. You know? It's the ones that done got it out the mud. The slow way. Still eating to this day. From wherever they started. You know? Stop trying to move so fast. And this is a message to self as well. It always is. It's always a message to self that I gotta deliver. Because I'm called to do it. You know? Hopefully someone else resonates with it. But yeah. Slow down, man. You know your time is coming. You know the things that you need to do, and if you don't, you're moving too fast. Just take a second to think about that. If you don't know where you're going in life, you might be moving too fast. If you don't know your purpose in life, you might be moving too fast. You know? Well, what I mean by that is sometimes you might be so focused on other things. You're too focused on other things. And it might be work. It might be some classes that you don't feel like taking. But you just moved on it because you felt like it's something to do. So I'm going to take this course. You could have just chilled for a little bit. Sat with yourself and really find out what your purpose in life is. And then, all right, I'm going to take this class to build on my purpose. To allow me to grow more. So I could grow into my purpose. And be who I need to be. Who I'm born to be. A lot of times we moving too fast to even think about that because we got bills and we got, you know, things to pay for. We got this, we got that, we got kids. We got to find time to slow down. You know? And stop thinking that it's too late. Because your kids done graduated already and blah, blah, blah. Nah, that's an excuse. Oh, nah, it's an excuse. There's people out there that's 60 years old and beyond that's just hitting their millions. Just starting to live in their purpose. Just starting to find their passion. It's never too late. You just gotta slow down and think with yourself. Think to yourself. Find yourself. Let your inner God remind yourself of who you are. Meditate. And at this point, I don't want to hear that meditating is corny. Fuck that. Sharpen your mind, dog. For real. Like, that's the best way to slow down. When you feel like life is moving too fast and your head spinning and so much is on your mind, just sit with yourself. For real. Like, you never know when you're going to, find your purpose. A lot of us. It's a lot of us that don't know where to go and we still moving. But with that same analogy, it's like, it's all in your pace. You move too fast, you might miss your turn. Pace yourself. It's okay to not know where you're going sometimes. But those are the times that it's crucial to have a pace, to set a pace for yourself and move at a steady speed. Because you move too fast, and that turn that you're supposed to take, you might miss, and that turn might be an opportunity that you could have took. So just remember that. Life is not a race. So stop trying to run through it. Everybody trying to be the quickest to this and the quickest to that. It's like, yo, just relax. Just know that you gonna get it when you get it. It also takes patience to manifest what you want to manifest. So you gotta be patient with life. Like I said, move with grace and gratitude and just know that everything's working in your favor. Slow down. Realize your blessings. Peace to the gods.